Chapter 1060 is out, and once again, Oda has delivered and surpassed all expectations. I don't know what this guy's eating, right? This guy's on another level right now. Ever since Wano ended, every chapter has just been like absolutely insane. This time, Sabo might very well be dead, right? So, you know, I doubt it. But it's kind of funny that after a year of speculating that Sabo might have died at the Reverie, it's looking like we're gonna get another year of speculating that Sabo might have died on Lulusia Island, right? Okay, but you know how One Piece characters all have like a gag, right? Like Nami loves money, Usopp lies, Zoro gets lost all the time. Sabo's gag apparently is that he could be dead at all times. Anyway, let's get into the chapter. No cover story this week, but we do get an awesome color page that is a throwback to a volume 8 cover page, which looks epic, right? I love it. Looks awesome. So the chapter begins, right? Robin is telling Luffy some of the world's most recent events, right? Some of the big news, right? Big news Morgans, thanks to the newspaper, right? So Sabo assassinated Cobra, Vivi is missing, all that good stuff. Luffy doesn't believe it, right? Obviously, that's his brother. He knows that Sabo wouldn't do something like that, which leads to some amazing back and forth between the Straw Hats, right? I've really missed this, and I'm sure I speak for everybody, right? I really do miss the back and forth between the Straw Hats, right? Really letting everybody's personality shine a little bit, right? Miss being on the Sunny and everybody just having having a time, right? Zoro does steal the show though, right? And he proves why he is the vice captain of the Straw Hats, right? He is the Dark King to Luffy's sun god, right? Luffy wanted to stop everything they were doing and go back to Alabasta to save Vivi, but Zoro's like, nah, we ain't doing that. We gotta trust Vivi. We gotta put our trust in her. We have to have faith in her that she is strong enough and she will get out of this, right? So on top of that, she is subscribed to my channel. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit that little button right there. Would mean the whole world. Anyway, in the background, we also see the slimy caribou. He's overhearing these conversations and he is locked up in a barrel, right? When I first read the chapter, I assumed he snuck on board, right? And I thought that he was hiding in the barrel. But now that I think about it, I'm thinking that the Straw Hats probably caught him on board and now they locked him in there like they did back in the day. So I'm not sure, but what I do know is that Caribou is a top 10 most dangerous character in One Piece, specifically because of all the knowledge he has. A lot more than a guy like him should know, right? Anyway, we also get that epic Luffy face, right? We get that epic Luffy face that is most definitely going to be turned into thousands and thousands of memes, maybe millions. And I can't wait for that. Send me your memes, guys. And then Luffy basically tells Robin to hold off on any more news, right? Our boy, he doesn't want to get too overwhelmed, right? So I think this part was done for 2 reasons, right? We already saw how impulsive Luffy was, right? When he heard about Vivi, he wanted to do a U-turn, go all the way back to the beginning of the Grand Line to go save her in Alabasta, right? They don't even know she's actually there, right? So we know Luffy's impulsive. We don't want to give him too much. So just imagine had he heard about what happened with Boa Hancock, what happened with Kobe, the Blackbeard thing, the Rayleigh thing. Had he heard all of that, I don't think he would have taken it too well. I think he would have also done the same thing. He would have done another U-turn, right? Back to Amazon Lily to go save Boa Hancock or something like that, right? So I'm glad that Robin held off because, you know, we don't want to go back to the Grand Line. We need to stay here. We need to get that last poneglyph and we need to find the One Piece, right? I'm not trying to go back to the Grand Line right now. Not right now. Too soon. And then reason number 2 why I feel this scene happened was that chapter-wise, had it been a chapter of just Robin giving Luffy info and the Straw Hats reacting to everything, it would just be a chapter of recapping info dumps on Luffy and the Straw Hats, and we wouldn't have gotten that epic scene later in the chapter. So I'm glad we didn't get that. But at the same time, I wouldn't have minded had Robin given him all the information, because I would like to see Luffy's thoughts on these things. But for time constraints and reasons, right? We also know that Oda doesn't like Luffy and the Straw Hats being too well informed, right? You know, he likes to save surprises for later, so I'm okay with this. This is fine. Anyway, now we get to why the chapter is called Luffy's Dream. Luffy finally tells the crew what his dream is, right? We don't get to hear it, unfortunately, but the crew reacts really positively for the most part and supports Luffy's true dream, which, as we know, can only be achieved if he becomes King of the Pirates, right? So it is a prerequisite for his dream, and I cannot wait to see what it is. We then cut to Mary Joie and the Kamabaka Queendom, and Sabo's call is intercepted by the Marines due to Sabo not using a VPN. I saw that joke all over Twitter. I liked it. Sabo tells Dragon that he did not kill Cobra, but also that he saw something that truly disturbed him. He saw the true king of this world, Imu Sama, sitting on the not so empty throne. So now those scenes of Sabo running around Pangaea Castle in the manga and also in the anime, I feel like they really showed a lot of that in the anime, like Sabo sneaking around the castle. Now those scenes hit a lot different, because now we know that at the end of the day, Sabo saw Imu Sama, which is pretty intense, right? That's something that I don't think a lot of people predicted. I didn't really see a lot of that. Maybe some people did, but I didn't really see that theory anywhere, you know, that Sabo might have seen Imu. So it's cool that we get that answer, right? But I do hope that we eventually get to see what actually happened at Mary Joie during the Reverie. I would love to see the actual fight, a little bit of it, right? Some of that battle with the admirals and the revolutionaries, and what else happened. How did they get Kuma out of there? How did they escape? Hopefully we get a little bit more of that in a flashback in the near future. But anyway, as Sabo is saying all of this, you know, through the transponder snail, while he's in Lulusia Island, we get to Imu, and Imu draws an X on a map of Lulusia, and we see a massive UFO floating above Lulusia, suddenly beaming down absolute death upon the island, right, and wiping it from existence. This scene might have just revealed the ancient weapon Uranus, or at least a preview of its power, right? It makes sense that the government would have this ancient weapon at their disposal. I believe Blackbeard will attain Pluton, and Luffy will attain Poseidon, and Imu will have Uranus, right? The three ancient weapons will be held by three different superpowers, right? Uranus, I would say, might end up being like the most powerful, right? But I don't know. I'm going to make a video on this soon. I want to touch up on the three ancient weapons and who I think will attain them, and what will their purpose be later on down the line. So don't forget to subscribe to keep up when that video comes out, right? After the weapon of mass destruction does its thing, some days have passed and we cut back to the sunny, right? So the Straw Hats seem to be approaching a winter island. They run into a natural disaster, a giant warm eddy, which is pretty much like a hot water cyclone of some kind. I actually tried doing some Googling, wanted to do some research and bring some science to this video, but I couldn't find a picture of what it actually looked like, right? I saw some charts and some, you know, some things there, but nothing. I wanted like a photograph of what a warm eddy actually looked like. I couldn't find one. If you guys know where I can see an actual photograph, let me know in the comments, please. But anyway, Luffy and Sanji spot a damsel in distress, right? For a moment, I'm like, don't tell me Vivi just landed on the Straw Hats' laps, right? Like, after all of that, like, Vivi just appears out of nowhere. Like, I was kind of hoping that wasn't the case. And luckily, you'll see that, you know. So Zoro does a bird dance / attack, and you'd never guess who pops out of the warm eddy, right? It's freaking Jewelry Bonnye, the voracious eater. Didn't think we'd be running into her here, right? No break next week, right? Hopefully Bonnye can fill us in on what happened at Mary Joie, because I feel like there's so much we still don't know. Maybe Bonnye's appearance will give us the answers that we're craving, right? So another amazing chapter by Oda. It really makes you appreciate his breaks, right? At this point, I wouldn't mind if Oda took a break every single time that after a major arc, right? Like he takes a 1 month break after every arc so that he can plan ahead, right? And bust out these legendary chapters so consistently. I really do strongly believe that played a huge factor in him releasing these fire chapters, right? So him taking that 1 month break was perfection. So I'm all for it. Give the man his breaks, right? Whenever, Oda, whatever you need, we support you, brother. We support you, man. You are the GOAT. So anyway, guys, don't forget to like and comment with what you think's gonna happen in the next chapter. Don't forget to subscribe. Much love. We got another video coming soon. Peace out.